tip it off in Game 4. Marv Albert, Reggie Miller, Stephanie Reddy have the call, Bucks and Hawks. And here inside Studio J, TNT NBA tip-off presented by CarMax, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. Good evening.
Good evening. Great evening.
How are we?
Everybody here.
Everybody set for a Game 4? You pumped?
I'm excited.
I need certain information first.
Yeah. Would you want to give us a little of your Hawk rendition real quick?
Well, is Trae playing?
We're going to find out in a second.
Is Trae playing?
We're going to find out.
It's a different Hawk.
Just a second.
I
thought you were going to. Okay.
No, a different Hawk comes out with.
Yes, it is.
All right. So based on what we hear now from Stephanie Reddy, we'll dictate which kind of a Hawk call that you have. There's Stephanie, and so everybody wants to know what's up with Trae. So you tell us.
Thank you, Ernie. And we're trying to give you as many observations as we can and color, Ernie, just to kind of put this puzzle back together. Because he's an important player, obviously, not just because of what he brings to the table in scoring and assists, but the charisma that he has, right? He's a very dynamic player, and if he is not playing or if he's not 100%, his teammates will be expected to fill in some sort of capacity. Bogdanovich, Herter could see time at the point guard position. If he's not playing at all, Lou Williams would likely get the start. According to Nate McMillan, the head coach, he says everyone will just get bumped up one position. And in that instance, Chris Dunn could see some time. This is a Hawks team that has seen games missed due to injury in abundance this season. Two key players, including Trae Young, who missed 9 games. They're 5-4 in those games. Collins has missed 9 games. Bogdanovich, the list goes on. They've missed 20 or more games. Lots of these guys, they figured it out some way, somehow. The one game that Trae Young missed against the Milwaukee Bucks earlier this season, they did lose, but Bogdanovich also did not play. So it's interesting to consider what is at stake tonight.
Yeah, a lot at stake for the Atlanta Hawks in a 2-1 series with Game 4 at their place, and we wait to see. Just to repeat what you said, there are reports that he will not play, listed as questionable, listed as a game time decision. Thank you very much, Steph. We appreciate you.
I just got a text too. He's not playing tonight.
Out for Game 4 against the Bucks with a deep bone bruise in his right foot. Young exhausted every avenue to try and find a way to return to play, but a severe lack of mobility and significant degree of pain made it impossible. You also got that word, Chuckster?
Yes.
You're going to tell us who that was, or you're going to be a good reporter and say it's one of my sources?
Hey, listen, I'm going down with the ship. I'm keeping my sources confidential.
Okay.
No, but listen, Woj got it too, so it's no big deal. So, man, it changes to going to be a very interesting game. Do you start Lou Williams, Kenny?
Oh, yeah, you start Lou Williams. You need scoring.
You still want to hear the sound, Ernie?
You want to hear it? It's just like a bump, shot.
This may be tough to hear.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Pow!
So, Kenny, my question is, from a basketball standpoint, if you start Lou Williams, what are you getting off the bench?
Dunn has to come in. You know, this is a guy who hasn't played.
Chris Dunn's played 11 minutes in the series.
He hasn't played in the series, but he's kind of like Bobby Portis. You say, this is your moment, Chris. You know, he hasn't been playing, been the third guard in rotation when he was with the Bulls. He was, starting at times. So he's been in games. So we got to see if you can play.
I wouldn't do that. I would start Jeff Teague. Because if you start Lou Williams, I don't see, Jeff Teague. I would start him.
He's not exactly on the Atlanta Hawks.
Wait, who's the other guy?
On the Bucks.
Big dummy.
I'm sorry. No, I wasn't even talking about Dunn.
Well, you ain't talking about Teague.
I'm forgetting somebody. My mistake. I can make a mistake. Who's another guard on the Hawks?
Kenny Smith.
No, seriously.
No, there you.
Spud Webb.
We've run out of resources.
Brandon Goodwin is a guy who filled in when Trae was out before, but he's also hurt.
I had the wrong guy, but I wouldn't start Lou Williams.
You would start Chris Dunn and let him be in his natural role, Chris.
Well, because I need some scoring off the bench.
You wanted the normal role.
Listen, Dunn hasn't played but 11 minutes, so he's not going to give you anything coming off the bench. Lou Williams is comfortable coming off the bench.
Yeah, but there's no way at this point that you're going to be able to swing a trade for Jeff Teague.
No, but late for that. You got to get some points off the bench.
Yeah,
and Lou Williams is a guy who's going to get his points, and they need a guy who's going to get the ball to Bogdanovich and John Collins and Capella. Lou Williams going to score for Lou Williams. That's why I would bring Lou off the bench personally.
It's interesting you said that because, 1 year with the Rockets, I think it was my last year there, We had won 2 championships, and then Rudy, I went through like a 4 or 5 game slump, and Rudy was like, I'm going to take you out the lineup, Kenny. I was like, all right. He said, so then Sam comes back and says, Rudy came at me with this craziness about me starting. I'm not starting, and then you have a good game, and then I'm off the bench. I want to stay in my role.
Yes.
And then Eldridge Kazner actually started, and Sam stayed in his natural role and played as a 6th man. And then 3 games later, I started again.
Yeah.
But it was like, 5 games later, whatever. But
Well, that's who the Hawks going to need tonight. Eldrick, you, Sam, they're going to need it.
There's a Skylar Mays option as well off of the.
no,
I
think
think my thing, though, I would just keep Lou in his normal role, just so I have somebody coming off the bench who I knew actually played in a game, personally.
And it is official. Hawks PR has also said it that Trae Young will not play tonight. Let's call your shot.
You didn't trust my source?
No, we're just throwing every information source that we have.
I got a source,
the Hawks have said he will not play. So look at these advantages for Milwaukee the last 2 games. Plus 54 in the paint, plus 28 on the boards, 15 on the offensive glass, second chance points, fast break points. I mean, Shaq, this is a team that's been playing downhill, man. And so what are the Hawks going to try to do to slow that down somewhat?
Well, they're just going to have to play with a lot of desperation, a lot of effort. It's not going to probably help. You know, the key for Milwaukee is just because Trae's not playing, no letdown. We're right where we want to be. We let one slip away. Now we got the home court advantage. Trae's not playing. Put him away, and put him away early. Don't give him a shot down 3-1. That should put him out of their misery right now. But the Hawks, I'm sure they're going to play inspired basketball for 1, 2, 3 quarters, but without a healthy Trae, you know, a guy that could, you know, cause a lot of, you know, disruption in the game, I don't think they have a shot. But I'm going to be watching to see if Milwaukee has the, you know, killer instinct.
I think
they
Shaq
should put these guys away.
Shaq, I think you're 100% correct. I don't care what the Hawks do tonight, whether Trae played or not. This is all about the Milwaukee Bucks. I want them to come out and says, hey, guys, let's go get this series over with. If Trae's hurt, we don't care. If Trae plays, we don't care. We're going to come out and show that we're the best team in the East. We're going to start the first quarter. We're not going to get
in strategy. Like in years past, when they lost, the wall was built in Toronto, and the strategy to fix that or break that wall wasn't there. When they lost game 1, it was a strategy about dropping in the paint. They're going to come out. Giannis, that's one thing about Giannis. To me, he's the only, I wouldn't say the only, but he's one of the modern day stars that when he never plays, if he plays bad or he plays poorly, he always plays hard. So, you know, they're going to come out with the effort to win this game because their best player, he starts the tempo with that. He never walks onto the court and says he's not playing hard and giving maximum. Now, is the strategy that they have can help them win? Not all the time.
But it's just a time, though, you want to see killer instinct.
Well, I think that's killer, though. To me, it's never killer instinct. I think he has.
But if you come out and just start shooting jumpers that don't take the ball to the basket, that's a lack of killer instinct.
Yeah, but
because every time we show their stats, I mean, if you talk about strategy, when we show the Milwaukee Bucks strategy, going back to Brooklyn, when they dominate the paint and rebound the ball, nobody can beat them. For some reason, they come out and they're like, hey, let me see if I can make threes tonight and shoot jumpers. That's the only time I worry about this. So the first quarter to me is going to be great.
Actually took less than 30 3-pointers in game 3, which is only the second time in these playoffs that they shot threes under 30 times. And Chris Middleton in the fourth quarter the other night, Shaq, was just unstoppable.
Listen, he was unstoppable. You know, I'm hearing a lot of talk about who's the best player on the team. I could truly say that I was never the best player on my team. I had a killer like Chris Middleton played in the fourth quarter. I was always fortunate to have a Penny, a Kobe, or a D-Wade. And that's okay because, you know, a lot of times people worry about useless titles. Oh, Giannis is the best player. Giannis, to me, is not the best player on the team. He's the most dominant player on the team. Chris Middleton is the best all-around player on the team. And he did what he was supposed to do. You know, Giannis, similar to me, like if you can't hit free throws in the fourth quarter, you got to give it to somebody like a Chris Middleton. Outside, inside, shoot the jumpers, and, you know, he had a great game. He needs to continue to play like that if they want to make, you know, Chuck's comments.
Well, hold on. I want to say that I disagree with you 100%.
No, Chris Middleton the best player.
I'm talking about you.
I was never the best player in there.
First of all, you
I was never the best player.
100% wrong.
There are arguing in reverse.
No, listen.
It's a switch.
No,
He's telling me he's not the best player.
I was
He's
never
telling
better.
me he is
I was
the
never
best
better than
player.
Penny,
I
Kobe, or
like
D Wade. No way. No way.
Shaq, let me tell you something.
No way.
You were. Those guys, they're all great in their own right. No, Penny, Kobe, and Dwayne. Well, let me tell you something. They would, because I see these fools talking on TV.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I gotta see these two guys.
This is one of the warmest, fuzziest moments I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you,
Is
Chuck.
it too late to add? Is it too late to add us another part to the documentary?
I can't take it anymore.
This deserves an hour and a half of its own. Man, you guys are awesome.
I'm not going to let you say it yourself, brother.
Thank you, Chuck.
You're the best. No, you're not. You're the